hello everyone. Welcome to I-20 Fever podcast. You know what? Today we have Mr. Derek Alex from University of Nebraska, Lincoln. So let's talk more about undergrad education. Over to you.
Thank you, Gautami. Pleasure to be here at I-20 Fever. I have known Naveen and his team for many, many years, and University of Nebraska, Lincoln is a partner of I-20 Fever, so it's a pleasure, it's an honor to speak with everyone and share information about what really helps undergraduate students, international undergraduate students looking for opportunities in the US.
So Derek, we have many parents asking like, is this the right time to come to United States to do undergrad? So what do you say?
I think the right time is something for you to decide in terms of, are you ready to take on the challenge? Are you ready for opportunities in the US? Because US, as you probably know, is a land of opportunities. There is a lot of options when it comes to education, when it comes to majors, when it comes to resources, when it comes to the overall experience, students diversity, campus resources. Of course, these recent months have been more challenging than what we had previously. But again, if you're coming for undergraduate education, it's still, the doors are open, universities are welcoming international students, and this is a good time to be a student and explore what's in it for you.
Okay, thank you. So what qualities or achievements do you look in undergrad applicants?
So based on my time in international education, I've been in this field for 20 plus years. I've worked at different universities, small, large, public, private, land grant, research, R1, in the middle of nowhere, to universities right in the heart of the city. Based on my experience, what I think is universities are always looking for holistic students that have well-rounded experience. Academics definitely is very, very important, but also equally important is how the student in their high school years has had opportunities for leadership opportunities, for volunteering opportunities, to serve the community. So basically, end of the day, a holistic student, a well-rounded student is bound to be more successful in the undergraduate experience. Academics, students is definitely important. It's good that your parents are asking you to focus on academics and study hard, but also at the same time get involved in communities, get involved in clubs, because that experience is also going to enhance your time in the US.
Okay, so what kind of academic support like tutoring or mentoring are available for undergrad students?
In the US, there are over 4,000 universities. Each university is going to be different. The resources are going to be different. Based on my experience, a lot of campuses will have academic support. They will have different types of resources to support international students, students looking for internships, students looking for OPT opportunities, students looking for on-campus jobs, students looking for advising or academic resources to support their studies or find help in their academic subjects. So a lot of universities have a lot of opportunities. One thing I always tell students is, once you arrive on campus, explore. Make connections, find out what resources exist on campus, because sometimes what happens is a lot of international students don't really explore everything that's available on campus and hence miss out on a lot of things. So my advice to international students, especially if you are an undergraduate, go and explore the campus, find out what exists on campus, what resources are there, and you will be amazed at what universities in the US have to offer international students.
Okay, so how university gives the awareness for the students regarding internships, fellowships and all?
When it comes to internships, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to fellowships, when it comes to anything where the student really feels they need to be supported, there are resources in place. Universities and staff members and faculty members are always willing to support, but the student has to take the first step. The student has to initiate it. Nothing like, comes and falls in your laps. So I always encourage students to get involved. Make sure if you are looking for internships, for example, make sure you do not put the career center on campus on hold and think that, okay, I'll show up in the last semester and automatically expect them to find me an internship. Get involved, start building a network on campus from day one. Once you arrive on campus, in the very first semester, start visiting career services. Try to find out what kind of companies come on campus. Try to find out what resources they have. How can they support you with, say, mock interviews or building your resume. Use those resources, build connections, engage with faculty. The more connections you have, the better chances of finding something that is more fit to your skill sets.
Okay. So are there any unique first year experience for students to support for their programs or to understand about the American culture?
A lot of universities do have such programs in place to help students really get accustomed to the culture, to get a better understanding of maybe the city, the place, the institution. For universities that may not have such programs in place, I always tell students use International Student and Scholar Service Office as a great resource. They are your wonderful partners on campus. They will be able to guide you, coach you, and assist you in your needs. A lot of time, these resources will exist through their office, through the global office, or through student services. Make sure that when you arrive on campus, you try to, if they don't have, or if you are not able to find something which helps you with the cultural transition, go and knock on these doors, and they will definitely have the support and resources for you.
Okay, thank you. So what type of scholarships are available for undergrad students?
Again, depending on the university. I worked at universities that had very competitive tuition and did not have scholarship. I worked at universities that had a high tuition and had scholarships. End of the day, international students do have academic scholarships at many institutions. I'll use University of Nebraska, Lincoln, my current institution, as an example. We offer a wide array of academic scholarships to international students. The university tuition is approximately $29,000 a year, and they give up to $15,000 in academic scholarships to international students each year, and it can be renewed. So in a matter of 4 years, the students are getting up $60,000 from the university in terms of scholarship. That's just academic. The university also offers something called Leading Scholarship, which is another $5,000 on top of the 15 in the first year for international students. And to top that, we also have something called housing credits, which is another 5,000 for the first year that an international student can avail. So in the first year at University of Nebraska, Lincoln, an international student can get up to $25,000 from the university. And in year 2, year 3, year 4, they get the $15,000 academic excellence scholarship. But also there are a lot of academic colleges and departments at University of Nebraska, Lincoln that offer scholarships and have resources to support the student journey. So once you arrive on campus, I always want students to make those or build connections with the colleges, with the department, to see maybe there might be something they will get in year 2. And they can continue to get more money in addition to the 15,000 they got in academic scholarship. So always always remember, no matter which university you go to, sometimes it's not out in the open, but there might be some resources that might exist. And unless you knock on doors, unless you go and try to do the research, unless you try to find those opportunities yourself, it may be hard. So when you come on campus, my advice is network, engage as much as you can.
Okay, thank you. So that's a huge scholarship actually from Nebraska Lincoln. So these days we are getting many inquiries for this 2+2 transfer program. So how many credits are getting transferred and all this. So how is that helpful for students when they apply for Nebraska Lincoln?
If a university has an agreement with another institution for a 2+2, most likely they will have the courses articulated on what credits will transfer depending on what the student has studied at the partner institution. For example, University of Nebraska Lincoln works with few institutions in Malaysia that have a 2+2 with UNL. So for students that are coming through these institutions, it's a very smooth transition. You finish your first 2 years at these institutions in Malaysia, and then you come to UNL. You finish the last 2 years at UNL. It's very simple. It's all straightforward. We are also exploring similar opportunities in different countries, and hopefully we will continue to build that pathway for international students at University of Nebraska Lincoln, so that students who are part of the 2+2 have a wonderful and easy journey coming to Lincoln, Nebraska to complete the final 2 years.
Okay, great. So can this 2+2 students access the same facilities, labs and all regular undergrad students which they use? Is it the same for this 2+2 also?
Yes. End of the day, 2+2 or freshman or transfer or international, they're all students. They have the same access to all the facilities on campus, whether it be the lab, whether it be like the library, any other resources that exist on campus, they all have the same access. Sometimes what universities may have on occasions is like for residential living, sometimes they have specific dormitories assigned for freshmen, some for transfer and some for graduate students. So in those cases, they may have special assignments, but in terms of resources, everybody has the same access to the resources in general.
Difference in scholarship for this particular transfer program?
Now again, it depends, end of the day, it depends on the university, it depends on the program. I'll use University of Nebraska Lincoln as an example. At University of Nebraska Lincoln, the academic scholarship that I mentioned of $15,000, whether you come as a freshman or you come as a transfer, you have an opportunity to get it on both sides. Come as a freshman, you are eligible to get up to $15,000 each year. Come as a transfer, you are still eligible for that.
Okay, that's really great. So thank you, Derek, for clarifying most of the queries of our students. So audience, most of your queries have been cleared. So I hope you'll be coming to I-20 Fever and start applying for undergrad process. Thank you so much.
Thank you all and good luck.